Man, what a pain in the ass. What a pain in the ass this was. I literally needed to get a new key for YouTube for the scheduled stream. Man, that was so dumb. That's a thing that I don't like on YouTube. That's a one thing. As if there's only one thing. Stop it. Stop it. I hate YouTube. I hate YouTube. It's so dumb. So dumb. Um, well, today's birthday, mine, turned 43. And yes, I actually had to think about that. Because I don't care. I'm happy I remember that today is my birthday. And yes, I actually forgot in the past when my birthday was. Like, I literally forgot. Which is funny. Really funny. Imagine completely forgetting that it's your birthday. And not only because, you know, you forget that it's your birthday, but you forget when is your birthday. So what are we going to do today? Whatever floats the boat. We do whatever. Before I started streaming, I actually watched a Pipkin Guna Pippa stream. Um, she's playing Azure Lane. She's playing Azure Lane. Oh, Pippa, Pippa, you all dirty Guna. At least she isn't as bad as Bao. Well, not even close. It's not even close at all. Wait, am I even allowed to show Azure Lane on Twitch? You know what? Let's look it up. Is Azure Lane banned on Twitch? Streamer bans, latest Twitch bans. Full list of banned words on Twitch. Okay, good to know. Well, oh, Azure Lane. Prohibited games. Let's take a look. The game violates our community guidelines as it applies to hate speech, sex, nudity, gratuitous score, okay, or extreme violence. The official ESRB rating is adults only. Okay. Oh, example prohibited games. Azure Lane is not there. 3DX chat, yeah, I can understand that. Don't ask why I know that. All randomized video chat platforms. Artificial Girl 1, 2, and 3. Artificial Academy. Battle R-Word. Beam X Triple X. Ethnic cleansing. That sounds interesting. Genital jousting. Jousting. Harem Party, House Party. Honeycam Studio, Honey Pop 1 and 2. You know, you ban all these things, but you have, you know, OnlyFans girls showing their anus live on stream. Awesome. Awesome. You know what? Let's check if I got banned. No. I didn't get banned. Oh god. What is starting to today? What is starting to today?
Pause and play, they change? Do they?
Do they?
It looks the same. Having fun? Don't worry
Yes. A lot of fun. By the way, I totally think that this scene with that girl simulates a threesome. Especially if she is holding the beer bottle and doing that, you know. Look at her face. Pippa, don't. She took a screenshot. Ah, this is so dumb.
And then 4.
Man, the physics, you know. Oh yes.
Talk now. These are semi-transparent. Chat, look. I can't zoom in. They're semi-transparent.
Pippa, don't. You old gooner.
Interesting. Interesting rigging here.
You old gooner woman. But again, thumbnail of the music channel I'm listening to all the time. Oh, life is so dumb. Ah. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Oh god. I hate that feeling. I hate it. Jesus. That's, by the way, the thumbnail for her stream. You love it. It never ends. We are forced to buy Chromebooks. Ew. I thought he would chase more. No. Men don't chase anymore. Game theory, the internet is dead. Actually might be true. You know what? Let's watch this one, because why not?
Nepal just banned social media, and within days, the entire government collapsed. Parliament was on fire, and Gen Z just elected a new leader on Discord. Yes, you heard that right. The same app that most people talk about video games and hang out after work and school is now hosting the political future of a country. I can honestly say I never expected to wake up to this headline from the New York Times, but here we are. Normally, I do not cover anything political, but since this is a foreign nation and also all of this went down on Discord, I thought that I needed to cover this one because this is just a wild story. The fact that this is even happening right now feels like a fever dream to me. Honestly, everything after 2020 is basically a fever dream at this point. But on August 28th, 2025, Nepal's government gave social media companies a deadline. Register with the Ministry of Communication or set up a local compliance office or get shut down. It's kind of like what the US did with TikTok, but on a way larger scale. Instead of just one platform being told to comply with the government's safety standards, for lack of a better way of phrasing it, it was almost all of them. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, X, and so on, but obviously all of them ignored this. So on September 4th, the government pulled the plug, banning 26 major platforms overnight. The move was supposed to tighten control.
26? I didn't even know there were that many. To be very honest, yeah, I didn't know there were that many. I mean, I only know the big ones. What else is there?
Instead, it completely lit a match. Literally.
The whole building is burned through! Fuck politician! Fuck everybody!
People were furious, and by people, one particular group was the loudest, Gen Z. Basically, any media coverage here was labeled as the Gen Z revolution, which isn't surprising considering that that's the generation raised on the platforms that Nepal banned practically overnight. Now, the social media ban was the immediate trigger, but this was not the only reason people got this mad.
Who could have guessed?
Because obviously this doesn't happen overnight. Something has been brewing for months over corruption, joblessness, and what...
Of course, the usual things where revolutions happen. Corruption and unemployment. Who could have guessed?
It came to be labeled as Nepo kids. Because on TikTok and Reddit, young Nepalis started posting clips that showed corrupt politicians as children living it up abroad, driving luxury cars, studying abroad, flaunting wealth. And this is all while ordinary Nepalese struggled to find jobs or were forced to migrate overseas for work. I mean, we're talking about a country where 1 in 4 people are below the poverty line. So obviously, this trend...
That's quite a lot. 1 in 4, 25% of the population are poor? Now, compared to back in the day, that's actually low. Like, in Europe, basically everyone was poor. Basically everyone was poor. Like, poverty line didn't exist. You either were poor or not. That was the difference. And like you can expect, you had, you know, more than 50% of the people were poor. Of course. That's how it was. So this is actually low compared to back in the day.
And put a large group of people's anger at a low boil. And this is also right after the political leaders gave themselves a massive raise. So you have this Marxist-Leninist government giving themselves and their families
Marxist-Leninist? So they're communists. Yeah, but why am I not surprised? Yeah, of course.
Massive payouts from government funds, and they're whipping around luxury cars while 25% of the people are below the poverty line. So protesters carried signs directly calling these people out as Nepo kids. One viral Reddit post summed up the anger. When you see politicians as children, it feels like taxpayers' money has funded their luxury cars foreign education, and lifestyle, while ordinary youths are forced to work hard abroad. And clearly, this resonated because Transparency International gave Nepal a corruption score of just 34 out of 100 in 2024, underscoring exactly what people were fed up with. For context, Norway is rated at an 81, the USA is a 65, and the United Kingdom is a 71. So 30
The UK is a joke. Yeah, I don't believe that.
4 is definitely lacking compared to the Western world. So when the government tried to ban Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, it just wasn't about losing social media. It was about a generation that already felt ignored, broke, and betrayed by the same leaders who've been in charge for decades. And this is why these protests snowballed so fast. The social media blackout poured gasoline on the fire that was already burning. So when the ban hit, tens of thousands of Gen Z Nepalis stormed to the streets chanting, "Stop the ban on social media, stop the corruption, not social media." What started as a digital protest turned into full-blown riots.
I actually agree with them. I completely agree with them. And we will see that in the West too, especially in Europe. Because of all the corruption and, you know, politicians not listening to the people. The usual stuff.
Crazy, man.
Oh, you know, you in Nepal, that so many leaders, they are so corrupted, and that young is coming and they will do that.
I heard, brother. I heard.
Nepal government deserves this. Yeah. Actually, they deserve this. You know, we don't want to do this by our own choice. We are doing this because they deserve
Yes.
this. We can do it. We can. Nepal youth can do it.
This is for Nepal.
People can do it, and we will save Nepal.
And police cracked down hard, firing rubber bullets, tear gas, and even live rounds into crowds. Over 300 people were injured, more than 30 people were killed in just days. So tensions spiraled, crowds pushed police back, overturning barricades, fires broke out across crowds, and by nightfall, Parliament itself was burning. I mean, we're talking about a generation who overthrew the government based on an entire trend and the social media being banned. So what flag did they attach to the burning Parliament? The One Piece flag. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Man, they have humor. I like these guys.
That's a real image. We live in a fascinating world.
They have done it, yes. You've broken into Parliament.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Within 48 hours, the Home Minister resigned, the Prime Minister stepped down, and the army imposed a curfew. Nepal had no leader, no government, just smoke, grief, and a power vacuum. And here's where things get pretty surreal. With gatherings being banned and soldiers on the streets, young Nepalese turn to Discord to figure out what comes next. So, to quote the literal headline from New York Times, the Parliament of Nepal right now is Discord, the voice communication app. They're not.
Which is, this is... Imagine that. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? It's insane. And funny is it's Discord and not, you know, TeamSpeak, which is actually free, and you don't get, you know, have your data sold and stuff like that, and getting banned because you control the servers.
Not in Discord, or they are in Discord, but they're literally on the app Discord. So, I mean, if you thought I was exaggerating about the beginning of this video, I was not, because just think about the breakdown I just went through. The active part of this revolution, the burning and the gathering in the streets, happened practically overnight. It led to Parliament burning and leadership stepping down. Now, these seats are unfilled. Hell, I mean, pretty much everything about the government now is up in the air. In less than 4 days, the server exploded to over 145,000 members, voice chats, video streams, text debates, all live, all extremely chaotic. It was all done on a Discord server, so this is definitely a very fascinating human experiment. National television even started reporting on what was happening inside of the Discord server, which is called Youths Against Corruption. But again, in true online fashion, you don't have to follow the news to watch what they're actually deciding, because you can watch it live. They're streaming it. I mean, I don't even know what to call this timeline anymore, because what do you even mean? The government was overthrown for banning social media, and now the new government is actively being decided on Discord? Okay. The server was ran by Hami Nepal, a civic group that helped organize protests. Moderators, some literally fresh out of high school, suddenly found themselves leading the country's most important conversation. These dudes might actually be known as the Discord founding fathers of Nepal. We are living in
That would be... I mean... What do you even say to that? What do you even say to that? This is amazing. Man, I'm proud of these guys. Like, they are literal revolutionaries. Not like, you know, the stupid people in the West who pretend and are just, you know, evil bastards.
such a fascinating timeline. But moderator Sashwat Lamanchani explained the point was to simulate a kind of mini election. And by the way, Sashwat, the moderator, graduated high school just a few months ago. So this is just incredible. Names were floated on who they should elect. They threw out people like Sagar Dakal, a young political candidate, Kulman Gingsing, a former head of Nepal's electricity authority, and even former Chief Justice Shushila Karki joined the live call. So active politicians were on this call to campaign, I guess. And after hours of debating and multiple polls, the Discord group coincided around Karki as their interim choice. And here's the kicker. The army actually met with Discord organizers and then with Karki herself alongside of Nepal's president. Think of that. Generals sitting down with a nominee chosen on the same platform most of us use for gaming. But it wasn't just smooth sailing, because open servers meant trolls, outsiders, random people screaming into VC. At times, the moderators were panicking, saying, in quote, "Please decide on a representative right now, we do not have time." One participant, Samdeep Yadav, described it as very disorganized, like a random social media call. Well, it was all...
Well, yeah, it's Discord, of course. It's an open Discord call. Of course it's disorganized and chaotic. Of course it is. What would you expect?
On Discord. So what do you expect here? But still, the fact remained, in a moment of total collapse, a Discord server had become the most important room in Nepal. Experts say this is completely unheard of. And to them, I say, yeah, no shit. This is crazy, which is why I wanted to cover it here on this channel. Steven Feldstein of the Carnegie Endowment called it pretty unprecedented and pointed out that while social media is great at mobilizing protests, it rarely produces stable political structures. So Nepal is just this like extremely fascinating social experiment right now. What's gonna happen? We'll definitely be paying attention. But in Nepal, this Gen Z-led Discord parliament has already influenced the army and shaped the next interim leaderships. So he can only critique it so much. So again, we just kind of have to wait and see what happens. The most ironic part is that the government banned social media to silence people and ended up making the internet the center of political power. So Nepal just became the first country where Discord helped elect a government. And by the way, now they have officially elected this lady. So I guess next time someone calls someone a Discord mod with no life, just remind them, hey, watch it. They might overthrow a government. Because in Nepal, that's exactly what happened. So hey, subscribe if you're new, drop a like if you enjoyed this breakdown. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
This was insane. Hey, Jesse. And thank you. Oh, this is so... Man. Little revolutionaries. Oh, this was so good. This was so good. Oh my god. And now let me have a little bit of strawberry cake. Oh, cold. Still so cold. By the way, I will never buy this one again. Should have just got something else. Tastes still decently. Yum, yes, yum. I also had been busy the entire morning, well, almost. I went out for a jog before it was 8 a.m. After that shower, drinking a little bit of tea, and then I went voting. So I have been busy. Anyone else to celebrate birthday with? Nope. Nope. I will maybe get a call from my mother later, but that's it. Which isn't surprising. My family is completely broken. Completely broken. Which is not a surprise living in Germany. Oh, Silksong ruined everything. I think that's something that we can watch. That's it, yeah. That's typical single motherhood stuff. Like there is a reason why we call single, where only is one parent, a broken home. There is a reason for that. Like my mother literally never wanted to have kids. At least that's what I get out of it. She has 3. And she also didn't want to get married. She was married twice. My mother is really not the smartest person on the planet. She really isn't. Oh, hips. Shit. I shouldn't. Let's watch. Oh my, yes, oh my. While we are at oh my, there is, yeah. I started watching this Pipkin Pippa video stream today. Finally got the good T34. Nice. Good one. Yes, it is. And Pippa is such it's such a gooner.
Interesting animations and
So much fun to play a decent Soviet tank. Yes. What is that? That's Azure Lane. It's a game. It's a gacha game. Don't play it. Don't play it. I don't play it. The Finns? What do you mean? Do you mean the tail or those here around the nice round chests? What are you watching? That's just that's it's not hentai. It's a game, I swear. Oh, I have 2 windows open. Okay. Where is? uh, let's watch this video. Might be funny. Let's have.
Silksong ruined everything for the AAA gaming industry. Why would I sell my kidneys to buy Borderlands 4 when Silksong is only $20?
They are Asian, so I'm fine with it. Yes.
How is Vampire the Masquerade's gonna charge 3 Silksongs for the base game and then 1.5 Silksongs for the cut content when they forgot the most important parts? Vampire the Masquerade is masquerading as Vampire the Masquerade. It's just that simple, folks. How is Sharded Space gonna ask me to empty my wallet for an empty DLC? I'm not paying $30 to be depressed by Todd Howard's downfall. I'm
Oh god, yeah, that game. So bad. So bad. What the curse animations.
curing it using code bail money to buy some big titty body pillows. There are two immutable facts in life. Labubus are demons sent from hell to claim our souls, and the AAA gaming industry is always looking for a new way to fuck us. But where they've made an art form out of overcharging and under-delivering, Silksong undercharges and over-delivers, which is why in the first week of its release, the population of Greece has already bought Silksong, and half of Bungie is gone. Hey, remember not to over-deliver on that next job application. Give me some. Oh, he got a promotion. Silksong is mopping the floor with almost every AAA release this year. Friend Slop, Todd Slop, Hill Slop, Idler Slop, Amos Slop that's come out recently. This slop is blowing it out. Italian slop? People don't want to see old Italians selling spicy ragu. They want a naked stick figure.
Wait, what? Naked stick figure? Okay.
Numbers don't lie. There are almost 600,000 players playing this. That's more players than Concord, if you can believe it.
Wow. Concord. Concord. Oh my god, I remember. And I don't want to. Oh god, disgusting. Silksong releases despite the numerous banana listings. What? What does that... What? I hope that's a joke.
Song is winning so bigly that it crashed Steam, Nintendo, and PlayStation, proving that no one owns an Xbox. But until a week ago, I had no clue what the hell a Silksong even was, so I went to investigate its success, and immediately things started making sense.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can, yeah. I think I need to play that game.
You don't see this happening with those West Coast games, do you? Fun fact,
of course not.
Despite making up 2% of the states in America, California makes up over 50% of the job layoffs in the gaming industry. Maybe that...
Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. And also, wow. I'm not surprised, actually. I mean, I'm surprised that, you know, they are half, but I'm not surprised that so many people got laid off there because it's California. Everyone that works in media over there is a degenerate. And stupid. I mean, that goes almost always in hand. So of course they get laid off.
They commit more crimes. These people will make thirst traps out of anything. That thing is a bug. Yet they still won't draw your games. Now, it goes without saying, a few fan-animated projects is not the only reason why this game succeeded. For the last 8 years, every unemployment check has come with a free copy of Hollow Knight. Let that sink in.
What?
That's millions of people getting blue-balled for the last decade waiting for this. And when it finally got announced, more loads were launched in that 5 minutes than in the entirety of World War II. And when all those people got the game on release, they could actually play it because it wasn't made with Unreal Engine 5. Thank God, praise Jesus Christ is king. My computer can finally play a new release without getting hotter than the Earth's fucking core. You know why they call it Unreal Engine 5? Because it's 5 minutes between every crash. Hell, just look at Borderlands 4. They paid Conan the Barbarian millions of dollars to show everyone that this game runs like shit.
You crashed the game? How?
Don't worry though, Randy.
He didn't. It was the engine. Or the developers. Or a combination of both.
As a real fan, I saw this, robbed a small local bank, and bought the Ultimate Edition immediately. The indie market continues to destroy AAA games because they keep making gameplay-focused games at reasonable prices. Peak, Schedule 1, now this. You would think AAA would take this as a lesson, but the only lesson they're gonna take from Peak is that the real key to success is locking 10 men in a basement in Korea and not letting them out until they've made a hit. Almost half of what I said there was true, look it up. Oh, but when we lock people into a basement and force them to work around the bad guys. Sir, you didn't give them any food. Shut up, pimp! I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone sometimes. The indie devs are the ones taking 8 years so that they can release a full game, and the small, scrappy, up-and-coming billion-dollar company is the one launching into early access. The fuck? Luckily,
Yeah, I want. Yeah. There is a reason I don't play AAA games anymore. There is a reason for that. The reason is they're just not good. And overpriced. And not actual games.
just when I start to think I'm losing my goddamn mind, they go and add microtransactions to a closed alpha and my world makes sense again. Which leads me to my next point. It's not just that Silksong is $20, it's that it's actually $20. There isn't cut content sold back to me, there isn't cut content used like a lure to bring me back to the game. Like you go look at that new Skate game. Oh, we got exciting new content coming in Season 2 called Basic Functionality. These days, lower priced games aren't deals, they're honeypots. Hey, come stop by and play Destiny 2 for free today! Gotcha, bitch! You like trains, pimp? Oh yeah? You like them more than having a home? When I saw Mafia the Old Country at $50, I'm gonna be honest with you, pimp, I thought they were gonna sell the Italian accent separately. I was relieved when I bought the game and found out they sold the funds separately. Recently, Assassin's Creed Shadows charged $70 and then still put all the best stuff in the shop, and they would have charged
$70 for that game. Oh, Jesus.
more, but they knew Ubisoft fans can't count higher than that. Hell, the big pop-up microtransactions has bundles that cost 27 grand. That's 1,350 Silksongs. Somebody's gotta let these money launderers know there's a better way. And every indie game that came out last week should have gotten out the way. I'll say the loud part out loud. Every indie game that releases in a post-Silksong world is fucked. Quite frankly, I'm shocked GTA 6 is releasing in the same decade as this masterpiece. But enough foreplay, enough goofing. Let's get into the actual review of Silksong. You ready? I had to refund it to afford Borderlands 4 Crippling Dead Edition. Thanks to the flock of pimps and thanks to everyone that used the GamerSubs code Bail Money last week. You guys blew me away with your support. I mean, we're already over 15% of the way to a Shaker Cup. God damn! I couldn't do this without you pimps, so thank you all again, and I'll see you all next week when we roast Borderlands 4.
Yes, I'm gonna watch that video. Subscribed, liked. Awesome. And what is this? Why do they have tits? Which Warhammer faction is the most sexist? The one that I play. AKA the best one. It's so dumb. Paul World? How Paul World became hated by the internet? Oh no, now we have to watch this.
Stay back! Stay back! I need an immediate evac on my position! I'm surrounded by birds!
Good copy, clearing the OZ.
Nice.
I swear to God, if one more Pokeball fondler tells me this game is bad because it's a knockoff, when they swallow the gravy of every bi-monthly Souls Clone release, I'm gonna employ them. I'm gonna give them a nice 5 to forever work schedule with free chow, free health insurance, and a relaxing work environment. Hell, I'll even give them free housing. I'll employ them till they love me, pimp. Then one of these days, when they get Employee of the Month, I will chuck them into the mating pit in Pal World.
What the hell? A mating pit? Is that the internal name for Berlin?
Hell World, for the two guys that don't know, is the latest survival craft. Shit! Already? Really? The second to latest survival crafting game that plays like Conan Exiles fell into a vat of Pokemon, then dried off in human rights violations. But luckily, these aren't humans. You play as a man that showed up to an island, saw an unemployment issue, and rose to the challenge of gainfully employing these savages. Even the handsy Cosby pals get jobs. This really is American Pokemon. Now I hear you saying, this sounds great, Fleek, what's the problem? The problem is that there is no problem. And that's where Twitter comes in to manufacture one.
Of course. Like always. Why would it be anything else than this?
These people are calling Power World nothing but a Pokemon ripoff just with guns and forced labor, which is correct, but they're saying it like it's a bad thing. I've been looking forward to that idea for 2 years. Someone finally rose up and made these people a good Pokemon game for the first time in the franchise, and they don't say thank you, they call them creatively bankrupt.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. And now Nintendo comes and sues them to the ground.
Creatively bankrupt. You can use a foxhound as a flamethrower. You can hunt on the back of a war crime Pikachu that carries a minigun. Pimp, you can breed pals, take their offspring, shove them into a fucking ninja blender, and turn them into a protein shake that boosts the parents' stats. I know you're
Wow. Jesus Christ.
angry right now, guys, but come on! I'd say they're at least creatively living paycheck to paycheck. The second thing we'll address is allegations of plagiarism. Many people in Twitter world think that Power World plagiarized Pokemon's designs. They have piles of evidence, over 100 comparisons between Pals and Pokemon that blew this case wide open and definitely proved it. So I took a look through it, and now I'm no lawman, I'm no lawyer, but this shit can't be right. No way the Pokeball fondlers are angry both games plagiarized nature. Not a chance. This one looks like it ripped off a shit stopper. This one's close, but even closer is me and not giving a fuck. In fact, it's identical, because I don't. This game is supposed to be a parody. I thought the squirrels in the Chinese factory was a dead giveaway. It's a parody where you can pick up a sheep and use it as a meat shield. A parody where you can attach waffle launchers onto Squirtle, my bad, then have him air out a village. A parody where you can
Sounds cool.
kidnap the black market merchant, shove him into a cage at home, and then still use his shop from there. It's great. Is it immoral?
This sounds awesome. Totally stupid, but awesome.
Yeah, not if you don't know what that means. Joke's on you, buddy. I'm getting off track, though. The point is, call it a hunch, but I think if Nintendo could call this plagiarism, they would have by now. I saw him copyright Drone Strike, an Italian guy, the other day because he looked too much like Mario. These people are very litigious. Now, the third thing that has the internet all stirred up is that they've convinced themselves Power World is using AI. For what, you ask? Oh, you don't know? Yeah, no, I was really hoping you knew, because I have no goddamn clue. I don't even think that the AI uses AI. I catch these motherfuckers staring into the abyss. Like I just walked in on someone's grandfather during a PTSD episode. If you find out, though, let me know, because I keep looking for a droplet of proof, and all I have is this. The CEO likes AI, and they made an AI art guessing game in the past. Now, if you think that's enough rock-solid proof to argue about how Power World worships Satan and will bring on the creative Ragnarok for 7 days straight instead of booting up the game and enslaving some pals with the bros, I'll include a link to Twitter below. You're gonna love it. Anyways, then as the next pebble in this shitstorm, Asmonbald stirred the pot by saying, most gamers don't care how a game is made, they just care if the game is good. Then he chased it, of course, with a,
That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. And that
And he's right.
completely lit the mental ward up. What a heinous opinion. They went feral on him because he was right. The only real 1-to-1 ratio about Power World is for every 1 day they bitch about it on Twitter, it sells another 1 million copies. But it was this next controversy that really lit Twitter up. I'm saying this, get this incendiary. Think of this like thermite burning through metal. That's how much it lit them up. Burning through. When the gunner glitches out and doesn't deploy right, he goes full Jimmy Kimmel Karl Malone, full Robert Downey Tropic Thunder. I couldn't even believe myself when I saw it. I remember I said, I can't believe it. That's what I said. I remember it. Because I said it. I'm lying. There was no outrage on this one. This is real. More real than 90% of the shit that I had to read for this video, but I kept this one to myself. This is from my personal collection right here. What unfortunately is real is this Eurogamer review. Eurogamers out here saying, Power World feels like it's just a product designed to be sold rather than played. Saying it's less that it's derivative, but it's so shameless about it. You'll feel like a mark. You'd be right. Ah, God, hell. I had the wrong visual on the screen the entire time. God, why didn't you fucking tell me? Here's the Power World review visual. I'm such a goof. Sorry, it's very late and I'm putting all this together. It was an honest mistake. Speaking of honest mistakes...
Games journalists never believe what they say. They're all paid off. They're all just political activists that think they are good people, but they aren't. Very obviously they aren't.
I'm sure this pal not working was one, but unfortunately, that's gonna have to be his last.
Oh, right,
Now,
you
as far
can
as my
slaughter
take
them.
on this goes, I don't give a
I forgot you can slaughter them. Welcome back, Jesse.
fuck how this game was made. I just shelled out the desert with a giant grenade launcher wielding poke slit. Pal, and tomorrow, if there's some big reveal that AI was used, I still wouldn't give a damn, because I could still level a village with a grenade launcher wielding slit pal. And that is awesome. It's pure gameplay, it's quite addictive, and it's worth $27. 4 out of 5. Now, if you excuse me, I must depart. I have a jiggle joint to run. Thanks to the flock of pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge
Jiggle
thanks
joint.
to all the pimperers for funding our offshore, off-the-books, off-the-record labor services startup. I have been informed that the FBI is closing in.
What did you miss? Not a lot. Just another Fleekazoid video, this time about Palworld. And how everyone hates it. Well, not everyone, the mentally ill ones. Mechless are quite terrible. What was that scene with that woman? 100 subs? Yes, 100 subs. I saw it earlier when I logged in. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. What is it? Who was the 100 subscriber? I have no idea. Didn't tell me. And I shouldn't look. Oi? I think it doesn't tell me all my subscribers. Birthday present from all of you. Yes. 100 subscribers. It's a good birthday present, actually. Really made me happy. I was looking forward to that. What is OL? I don't know what OL is. Some beer? No, no, no. I don't drink beer. OL is beer? Okay. Never heard that. But no, I don't drink beer. Or wine. Oh, all is... Then it's all, yeah. Oh no. This mega city is sinking 75% times faster than Venice. I have never seen this, so I don't even believe that it exists. You know, we should play this one game together. Which one? The B1M? Do you know that channel? You watch him? Oh, PlayStation graphics. Oh my god. Gaming moments. What the hell is she? This looks like German police. It's not. It's most likely British. We are sub to it. It's a good channel. Okay. Then you know what? The thing is, I'm so scared of getting another strike that I actually don't want to watch channels that I haven't reacted to before. Well, others have reacted to it. Conflict of Nations. Conflict of Nations. We haven't looked at it, right? We haven't looked at it. I don't think so. What can we do? Very fun. You know what? Conflict of Nations. Best early game strategy in Conflict of Nations. Wait. Let's watch this one.
Hey guys, it's Grim and welcome back to the channel. Yeah guys, so different video today. If you guys are new here, I go by the name of Grim and I'm primarily a Conflict of Nations YouTuber, but I also post all different types of gaming content. But for today's video, I am actually showing you guys what is the best early game strategy for Conflict of Nations.
According
so
to him,
guys, this is going to be more of an in-depth video on how to get a really good early game strategy for your Conflict of Nations match. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start it off. The first thing that I want you guys to ask yourself is what kind of country or state, if you're playing in Battleground USA, are you? So that really matters because depending on what kind of country or state you are, you might have a bunch of cities on the coast. So for example, I am Madagascar in this video. I'll be showcasing this Madagascar playthrough that I'm currently doing for the remainder of this video, just because I think it's a good example of a good early game strategy. And we're actually at day 9 here, about to be day 10, so it's still very early game. So I'll give you guys a good overview of how kind of things will roll out in the early game. So it does really matter what kind of country you are, because depending on what country you chose in your game, you might have a bunch of cities here on the coast. And for example, as Madagascar, we do right here. We do have one city in the middle here that is, of course, not on the coast. It's in the middle of our land right here. And this really matters because this shows us that all of our cities right here are on the coast, and they can be attacked by any type of navy.
Of course.
Infantry can come in here and they could take us out very easily. And the main reason why this is very important is because any one of these cities can be attacked by a navy. If a player has a very strong navy, they could absolutely obliterate you if you do not have a navy yourself. And you should really...
Let's
as well as this one.
Push a little forward.
This one's just occupied. Okay, so yeah, you only have 2 homeland cities that can technically be attacked by navy. So your main focus, if you were this country of Poland right here, you wouldn't really prioritize a navy first things first, because only 2 of your cities are on the coast here. So you definitely want to first prioritize things like tanks, support units, Air Force, and
It makes sense
now of what you should do And what's really important, if you are in a coalition, so I'm in a coalition with 2 other players, and they are located in Africa. So one player is playing as Angola and the other is playing as Namibia. And the reason this is important is you must communicate with your other coalition members, not every day. It could be every day if you guys are doing some really in-depth communication, but I really urge you guys to communicate with your coalition members for the reason of researching. Now, if you do know what your other coalition members are researching, then you guys should always research any type of infantry. I definitely recommend motorized though. They're probably going to research.
Let's...
So we're going for this World War III game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What should we? And so you've got the air base. You've got the option of upgrading that. But one of the best things to do that I found out after a few days of playing, not necessarily the first day, it does take a while to work out the tactics, is that you can build an arms base.
Yeah. It's good to get around with those in as well.
Yeah, and it increases your resources. So let's.
I'm
Going
not
down
so
in a
sure.
big way. They just don't know it yet. They're about to be attacked by 3 people. Do you guys go for that? I've got about 3.5 hours for my first rendezvous of 2 units.
Yeah, I don't think that game
and
is my type of game. I don't think it's not my type. Also, watching the game is not actually making this interesting for viewers would be hard. I actually never really liked games like that. Do we have something that we... Is Civilization good yet? My honest feelings on the game and the future of Civilization 7. Yeah... If it wasn't good when it came out, then it's likely not good now. Did they fix City Skylines 2? Why did he abandon the show? Because he didn't want to make it anymore. I mean, the show is running for 20 years or something like that. I wouldn't be interested in doing the same thing for 20 years. Let's watch this one.
I miss when World of Warcraft was just a game to me. In fact, I missed when most games were just games. I was reminded of this last night while playing Quest 64, an old Nintendo 64.
You don't have any money? I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
game. There's barely any direction, there's no objectives, and there's a ton of rooms and corridors and hallways that just lead nowhere. It annoyed me at first. I would say stuff like, why would the developers put that there if it has no purpose? Or I'd say something like, that's bad game design. But then I did some reflection. There was a day before good game design, when games weren't designed to keep you engaged or keep your dopamine levels high or give you constant breadcrumb rewards. There was a day when they were just games, to play without purpose just for fun. Almost like playing pretend when you were a kid. So why did the developers put that empty hallway there? Well, because someone may just want to explore around for fun. How
To the playing pretend as kids? We did that all the time. We literally get, you know how in America, they tell their kids to not point guns at people? We as kids, we got sticks and pretended there were guns. And guess what? We played robber and gendarme, so robber and police, and we shot each other. and we were going, bang, bang, you are dead. Oh, it was, and the thing is, it was not just, you know, kids of a certain age group only playing that. No, that was like the kids about 6 years old to teenagers, like 14, 15 years old. We were playing together. How often do you see that today? Never. Which is really bad. It is actually good for smaller kids to be around older kids and vice versa, because it builds character and shit like that, you know?
How about that? Playing a game for the fun of it. I used to feel the same way about World of Warcraft. Nowadays, I care about item levels, I care about rating, I care about new content and the best talent builds and the top classes and the top specs and the next patch and the buffs and the nerfs. And even Blizzard seems to have adapted to this style of thinking, making every new zone and raid high octane and high priority in the storyline. There's no time anymore to just relax and play. But it wasn't always like this. When I first started playing World of Warcraft in 2006, I was a dwarf warrior and I had no clue what I was doing. But I did.
That was the best time in the game. Like, I remember parts of my first time playing World of Warcraft, leveling. I still remember parts of that. I completely don't remember things that I did in the expansions after the Burning Crusade. Well, actually, I remember Pandaria. I remember one thing that I was leveling very fast through dungeons, because I was a healer and I was just running after the group that I didn't even need to heal, because they were so overpowered and they were just one-shotting everything. That was kind of fun. But actual really long-term fun I had by leveling in Vanilla and the Burning Crusade. It was really awesome.
I know one thing. I loved being engrossed in the world. I would go into every building in Ironforge just to look around and think how cool it might be to just hang out here with friends and talk.
I did the same.
Not questing, not leveling, not gearing, just hanging out in a cool secluded place in Ironforge talking about life. Same thing for this random building in Orgrimmar. I barely made it to level 20 on that first character, but I probably explored most of the entire world map, and I can still remember the awe I felt when I accidentally stumbled into the burning steppes by walking through the broken gate in the north of Redridge Mountains, and suddenly I arrived in fire and brimstone. Seeing the blackened, smoky sky and the lava pouring from the mountains was amazing, and seeing the creatures and dragons that roamed the land made me excited to eventually come back and quest here, which I never did. Oops. But I do still remember that feeling, the wonder and the awe at every zone and every turn. And now I'm so familiar with every zone that I gotta admit I'm pretty killer at WoW GeoGuessr. So that begs the question, is this just a nostalgia thing? And I don't think so, as Classic WoW and Season of Discovery in particular still have their moments of invoking wonder in me more so than modern WoW. And I think what it comes down to is the idea of a game being just that, a game. The process of not needing to follow an ideology of good game design, or retention practices, or meaningful progression systems, or balance.
Also, one thing, modern WoW is basically designed like a cheap WoW clone, which you very clearly see at the standard UI. The standard UI from back in the day looks beautiful. If you look at the modern standard UI, it's It has no detail to it, no love, nothing. Because the people that designed it didn't care. And also the UI, you know, the quest tracker and everything, it looks exactly like every other game that's out there. And that's the thing. All those games that are out there, they all have the same design elements. It's all the same. It looks all the same. And that's why no one gives a fuck anymore. And you know that the developers also don't give a fuck. Because it all looks the same. They don't care.
In the many
So why
empty
should
buildings
you?
in each capital city, I feel the echoes of players and guilds that came before and probably hung out within their walls chatting in-game rather than using something like Discord to do voice chat. And even
Yes.
beyond the capital cities, there are empty vistas and areas of the game that some may consider useless or poorly designed that were really just there to add flavor for those who wanted it. And even
Yes, which is awesome. It's awesome. And hello, Regulus. And that's the awesome thing. This is nice. Like back in the day, Easter eggs. Developers would just put Easter eggs into the games that you can discover randomly. Today, they can't do that anymore because, oh my god, it might be inappropriate or something stupid like that. But back in the day, that was normal. I remember that was in Quake 3. In one level, in one area, you could find the head of a developer. I think it was on a spear or something like that. I don't really remember. I only remember it was there. And do that today. Oh, you can't because it would be fun. And that's also a thing. World of Warcraft, modern World of Warcraft is not fun. Like I leveled through well, I actually didn't level through the current expansion. I leveled to maximum level and then I stopped because it wasn't fun. And if it's not fun, then I just don't want to play it. I just don't. I mean, sure, in War Thunder, I'm also frustrated a lot of times. But then you also have times where, you know, the game is really awesome. And that outweighs the, you know, more frustrated things. At least to a point. But yeah, it's... War Thunder could be better. But the game is also free and they have to make money, so... Yeah. They want you to spend money to, you know, get the research done faster and stuff like that. Of course. I do like the redesign of the old maps though. They're really good. The factory map looks so beautiful now. It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. Love it.
even endgame raids in Classic WoW like Molten Core didn't feel as immediately pressing to complete as soon as you could. I mean, there wasn't always a world-ending catastrophe just on the other side if you didn't hurry up and progress through the raid. In modern WoW, there is a greater emphasis on the critical path and on progression for the sake of story, and in a sense, I get it. You have to keep the players engaged, you have to keep the stakeholders happy, and you need to constantly have high stakes. Unfortunately, Blizzard already crossed the border of highest stakes of all time with the Shadowlands expansion and the universe-ending Jailer. I mean, how can you create another engaging story without putting the universe at stake again? But that's just the point for me. I don't want another universe-ending, world-ending, or even continent-ending storyline. I want a lived-in world with smaller, more meaningful bite-sized stories that are fun to explore. I don't want a fresh new continent where it feels like nobody's ever been there before. I want to feel as if I'm part of the world again.
And the thing is, these are the Dragon Isles, by the way, and they were the last expansion. And guess what? It's a cool expansion. Everyone goes there, and then the next expansion comes, and this entire continent is now empty. No one goes there ever. Well, now that's a standard leveling zone, but basically no one goes there. And why would they? You can, by the way, level almost everywhere in the entire world. Thanks to time travel shenanigans. And leveling in the old game zones is way, way better than in the new ones. It's not even close. Which is really saying a lot. Like how bad the new zones are. War Thunder can be very tedious sometimes. Yes, very. Especially if you lose all the time.
Not the champion of Azeroth. I want to walk around and explore the corners of each zone and building, not for a reward or a secret, but for the fun of it. But the gaming landscape has changed. We don't need to talk using in-game chat anymore. Discord has a great interface, a bunch of communities, and it's easier than ever to voice chat with your friends. Back in the day, having a TeamSpeak or Vent server was a big deal, and having good enough internet to run that at the same time as playing World of Warcraft was an even bigger deal. Stereotypically nowadays, gamers are painted as these nitro-fueled, energy drink-chugging, RGB lighting enthralled adult children, and to pander to that stereotype, we need flashy games that pack a punch and better pack one quick before your captive audience chooses one of a million other games promising the same thing. But there's another catch. They're all promising the same thing.
Yep, they do. They always do. And that's why I play more niche games. Because I can't stand all those flashy stuff. It gives me a headache. Hello, Key. Hope you're doing good. I do. I do. Also, I loved leveling in Vanilla WoW and in Burning Crusade. I loved it. I loved it so much. If there would be a game that's like that, you know, just leveling through a world that's nice and has story and stuff like that, I would buy that. If it's single player, I don't want multiplayer anymore. This is tedious. And I also will never play an MMORPG ever again. I'm done with that genre. I don't want to. I don't want to raid. I mean, doing dungeons with people is nice if you are in a guild with them, but with randoms, oh god, no. Yeah, so no thanks.
How awesome would it be to finally have a World of Warcraft expansion or experience with a slower pace, a chiller vibe, and some good old fun exploration? And no, I'm not talking about the cozy game genre, which, side note, it's probably growing fast because more people are wanting that type of vibe, but I don't want WoW to be a farming sim or an idle game. I would want the upcoming WoW expansions to feel like classic WoW and Season of Discovery in their pacing. Slowed down, less high stakes, less flashy lights, less progression systems, with more corners to explore, whether they're empty or not.
And the thing with the progression systems, at least in World of Warcraft, is they only matter for one expansion, and then they are gone. Completely out of relevance. So why are they there in the first place? It's a waste of resources.
I don't have a proposed solution, and I'm not saying by any means I hate World of Warcraft now or that I'm quitting retail. No, none of that. I just wanted to throw my hat and my feelings into the ring, and I'm sure some of you out there would feel the same. I still like to just sit on the cliffs of Thunderbluff and look out on Mulgore. I still like to hear the music of Elwyn Forest and Stormwind as I'm strolling through. And sometimes, even as a heroic raider in Dragonflight, I still like to RP walk. And I hope that I'm not alone in saying I miss when games were games and we would play just for fun. Thanks for watching and take care.
Yeah, good video. I actually watched that about a year ago. But yeah, this was good. And yes, the soundtrack of World of Warcraft was always awesome. My favorite town to be in Vanilla WoW was Ironforge, which, for the ones who don't know, that's where the dwarves lived. Awesome, awesome town. Loved it. It was so good. Man. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. I played this game, Warcraft 2, on my PlayStation 1 back in the day. Oh, almost 30 years ago. Almost 30 years ago. I'm so old. Oh, is this a multiplayer match?
Zug Zug.
It's a multiplayer match. Oh my god. I don't even know what he's doing. He's a pro player. Oh my god. Imagine being a tryhard in a game that's almost 30 years old.
Work complete. Swobu.
Oh my god.
Zug Zug. Zug Zug. Ready to work. Zug Zug. Swobu. Dabu. Loktar.
Just the audio gives me such nostalgic feelings. This is oh my god, this is so awesome. I mean, to be fair, graphically this looks still good. This looks still good. You can remake this game, like remake, just polish the art a little bit and then give the UI a new touch, the controls, and then you are good, mostly.
Ready to work.
Oh my god.
Man, Loktar. Ready to work. Zug Dabu.
Oh my god. I wonder, were you able to have control groups with your units?
Your command, master. Your command, master.
You could.
To work. We're being attacked. Dabu.
Combat.
Work complete.
Oh my god.
Work
Oh my
complete.
god.
Loktar. Zun.
Oh my god. Yeah, I played that game. Not a lot, but enough in my youth that I get completely nostalgic about that. Oh my god, so awesome. What is this? Oh, World of Warcraft, yeah. I should have known by, the leveling up graphics. Don't make these genres. Oh. Let's watch another Flickerzoid video. Oh, this time about a Dragon Age Valgard. Oh my god. This game.
Pimps, I am back! You've probably been wondering where I went. Well, I've been correcting the timeline, ensuring that everything is as it should be. And although I won't say the correction of the timeline was all me, I will say that none of this could have happened without me. I would never say that I'm the whole car. I play a very small part in this. The engine. But now, speaking of cars, imagine if I pretended to be a Ferrari salesman, sold you an Enzo, and then handed you the keys to a Ford Taurus. Imagine if Tom Cruise reached out to you through email and told you that only you could save Mission Impossible 20 by sending him $200 in iTunes gift cards. Imagine if a very real Kate Upton matched with you on Tinder and then plied you into sending her $2,000 to her offshore account at the Punjab National Bank. And imagine, if you will, your favorite game company brings back a franchise you love for a fantastic return to roots. Surely all of these are real.
A return to the roots. Yeah, that's what the games journalists always say. And then it's total shit.
Tom Cruise, real Kate Upton, real return to roots, except they're not, you dumb bitch. All of these are catfishing scams and you couldn't even spot them. Don't worry, you may be stupid, but you're not alone. Just in 2023...
that was a good one. You may be stupid, but you're not alone. Yeah. A lot of stupid people out there. Oh boy, a lot of stupid people.
Consumers were catfished out of $2.7 billion. How did that happen? Is that all just grandma getting scammed by Indian guys pretending to be Bill Gates? Maybe that makes up for about $1.7 billion, but where's the other $1 billion in imposter scams coming from? I'll tell you where it's coming from. The AAA gaming industry. The AAA gaming industry is the third biggest catfishing operation behind Indian call centers and Snapchat filters. They just cannot stop themselves from bringing back old IPs that they killed off, only to just make whatever the fuck they want anyways, with no regard for the original formula. And the people that get left holding the bag are the fans, because they show up on launch day to buy a new entry from their favorite franchise, only to discover that this shit couldn't be any further from the originals, like swiping.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, that's going on for, I don't know, 5 years? 6? By now. It's horrible. Cities Skylines 2, you want that game? I heard it's not good.
Right on Beyonce and showing up only to see Big Mama, they have been catfished. But at least they can look forward to the next Fable game. Psych! Hey, look, a new God of War game. Psych! Hey, look, another Saints Row game. Psych! Another Dragon Age game. Psych! A new Assassin's Creed game. Psych! Oh, hey, sorry for catfishing you just then. Here's an actual return to roots. We're very sorry about that. Double psych! FromSoft fans, just click off the video already. You wouldn't understand. With your constant stream of great games that stick to a formula you love, you lucky bastards. I wish I liked CBT so I could bask in this glory with you. FromSoft is so dedicated to not catfishing their fans that if they change the formula even a little bit, they change the name of the game as well. If this was Ubisoft, these would all be called Dark Souls. You guys have it so good that you have to catfish yourselves. Remember, it's about persistence. And you know what that means, Bloodborne fans. Bloodborne Remaster announcement coming December 12th at 8:14 p.m.
Get your sacrifices ready.
And that leads me to another form of catfishing, the Bethesda type of catfishing. This is when they use their name and their history to dig into that nostalgic mud vein of yours, trying to transfer the clout from their old games to their new ones. We're BioWare, we're Bethesda, we're Obsidian, we're Rocksteady. Remember all those games we made and you loved back when you were happy and before you...
Back when other people worked at the company and they are all gone now. And now everyone that's working here has no idea what they are doing, and they hate the games that the old guys made.
Only got to see Daddy on the weekends? Well, this is brought to you by the same people that brought you that. Except it is not. This game was made by the same logo that made those good old games. The people that made them left the logo 10 years ago and got replaced by a bunch of Jaguar drivers. And they try to tell me that there's still staff on board from the original game. Who? The fucking janitors? Let's play a fun little game real quick.
Maybe.
What if I told you the baker behind Bayonetta and Nier Automata was making another game? You'd probably throw...
That would be awesome. I mean,
told you the baker behind Bayonetta and Nier Automata.
I mean, look at that. Who wouldn't want more of that?
Was making another game. You'd probably throw 70 singles up in the air and see where they land, right? They would land on Babylon's Fall. What if I told you the guys behind Dishonored were cooking up something new? You'd probably think it's at least a 7 out of 10, right? Redfall. And what if I told you the creator of New Vegas was making a new game? You'd probably be very interested in what deep RPG they're cooking up next. In New Vegas, you had 3 different flavors of 50 cal. I mean, where can we go from here? The resounding answer, backward. Now your sniper rifle and your grenade launcher share gun enthusiasts' favorite caliber, heavy ammo. As it turns out, if you duct tape 8 rounds of 308 together, it turns into a grenade launcher shell. It's a regular war zone out here, pimp. Nobody is who they say they are. The other day, I reunited with THQ, only to reach down her pants and grab a handful of Nord dick. Turns out THQ went defunct in 2013, and Nordic bought it a year later so they could parade it around like Lincoln's corpse. Who does that?
Who could have guessed?
Austrians. And if you think that's bad, now they're using entire genres to catfish. RPG used to be a proper category. It used to stand for something. It used to mean shitty combat and a fuck ton of player choice. These days I buy an RPG and I end up in 40 hours of therapy. And not even as the therapied on, but as the therapist. Take me back to telling Alistar he has no bitches. I don't want to be here. Which brings us to Dragon Age the Veilguard, a game so good that as soon as the post-launch clarity hit, all the launch day reviewers flipped and called it dog shit. I'm calling it now.
Who could have guessed?
Veilguard is the biggest catfish of the generation. Not only does Veilguard not resemble a Dragon Age game, it doesn't resemble a BioWare game, it doesn't resemble an RPG. And how can you even look me in my eyes and call this a fantasy game when there isn't a single dwarf being racist towards an elf in this piece of shit?
You knife-eared pipe cleaner.
Let's get a round of applause for BioWare, everyone. Rarely do you see incompetence done this right. This is generational incompetence, truly once in a lifetime. Veilguard is like Dragon Age for Coco Melon fans. It came into my home, beat my eyes, bounced them off the walls, then threw them down the stairs and treated my eardrums like trampoline.
Look at this ugly thing. Why, by the way, is the very obvious non-binary character is the most rapey in the entire game. Also creepy. Why is that? Because the person that wrote the character is exactly that. Will you stream tonight? I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's like they took everything that made Dragon Age and decided to do the polar opposite. But am I shocked by this? No, everything I said in my first video was right. And I knew it would be right because the gaming industry has catfished me so many times before. That being said, I'm still waiting for Stalker 2 to finish getting patched up, so fuck it, let's clown on this for a bit while I wait. That means I got probably about a year left on this review. First off, the combat is every bit as enthralling, engaging, and incredible as I thought it'd be. Why not build on the classic CRPG Tard Wrangling combat as fans have been asking for since the second game? Fuck the fans, nobody plays CRPGs anymore. But when I play this, I feel like I'm experiencing a new level of strategic depth as I combine fast-paced attacks, parries, and dodges to exploit my enemy's weakness, stone railings. But none of this would have been possible without my loyal sewing circle. I'm joking, of course. They are completely useless outside of the one skill wheel use I get from them every 45 seconds. I understand now why they made them invincible. They are total morons. This game must take place in 1986 before Street Fighter invented the combo, because these dumbass companions practice the ancient art of hitting these motherfuckers one time for 11 damage in the most elaborate way possible, then wandering off. Somebody hand me a towel so I can throw it in. This is the type of shit that happens when you turn off natural selection, and that's why I just stick to the reliable ranged fighters like Marty.
What the hell? How did that miss?
Harding's right. This requires a good scout. I'll take care of it.
No. As for the writing on these companions, what can I say that hasn't already been said by everybody for the last month? It's 35 to 100 hours of 8 people with negative Riz delivering dialogue that has been safety screened into ash. The CIA should put all this dialogue into a montage and use it to break captives. These friendships sound like they were written by people who have never had friends. Where's the ball?
Yes, because it sounds like it because they had never had any friends. That's exactly what's going on here.
Busting, where's the disagreement?
If you want to bed me, you have only to ask.
What? Draw your weapon and say that again.
I jest, my foul-smelling friend. You are only slightly less attractive to me than a slime-filled pool of swamp water.
The eerie constant positivity and wooden line reads makes me feel like I'm in the Manson family, not a found family. They want you to all be bestest friends so badly that they provide no way to antagonize or lose your companions until the very end when they went, oh shit, that's right, we're a BioWare game. I chose to give this man's hometown full-blown AIDS, and 3 hours later we're chopping it up about his coffee recipes like it never even happened. And don't even get me started on Tosh.
Actually, Tosh uses them for themselves now.
They asked us to let folks know, so now you do.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you for telling me. Tosh, you up for it? Yup.
You don't ever interrupt God's mistake, Ladir, when he's talking. Anyone else? And that leads me to another thing I want to talk about. These puzzles. All these puzzles are piss baby easy. In my entire time playing the game, there was only one that I couldn't figure out. Who the hell am I? Somebody please tell me who the fuck I am. Some people have the gender...
Of course the puzzles are easy. They are made by stupid people for stupid people. It's very, very simple. That's all there is to it. It's made by stupid people. Of course they don't do good puzzles. To be fair, I would also not make good puzzles because I'm not a puzzle guy. I don't like that shit. It's not my thing.
I have the gender deck. Some people call me bro, some people call me she, and on the back end, I'm God's mistake, Ladir, man, she, her, to look at. I think I actually found out what happened when I tried to join my soul sister Tosh and becoming a free agent. I think I accidentally hit the factory reset button and became a man again. Look at that. Another Veilguard puzzle solved in less than 60 seconds. I never should have looked in that mirror. Speaking of which, I know we've already talked about the budget cuts in the last video, but let's all blow our pipes for a second to mourn the loss of Isabella's massive milkers.
Yeah. Rip the juicy brown milkies. Chocolate milkies.
Now, for the record, I was planning to do more side quests, but then I found out you get the best ending by not doing any of them. If you neglect every companion's quest line, you unlock a special ending where everyone dies. Let me think about if I want
Oh god, yes. Thank you.
to do that real quick.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your
We're only
objections
going
are.
for 2 days. Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden,
My
so
dear
we're going
Harding,
camping.
a
And he's
gentleman
treating it
is
like
a
you have to in
man.
academic across the street.
End them all.
Sold! I'll take it! When they did this in Mass Effect 2, it was pretty depressing when my companions died because I liked them. Here, it's
Oh yeah, in Mass Effect 3, when the cute alien girl ends herself because, you know, her people are getting slaughtered, I almost cried. That's how invested I was in the character. That's how much I liked her. I would never have any feelings like that in this game. I think you're looking at wrong eyes. Yes.
Thor,
These are
I
the wrong
invited my
eyes.
whole family to watch this shit over Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm not just talking my immediate family, I'm talking
These are the right eyes, and these are also the right eyes. Oh, that I didn't want to. What? I didn't even know that was possible.
cousins, in-laws, their pugs.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells.
I invited the whole flock of pimps. Fleek Harvey, Dr. Philippe. Fleek Fietti, Preacher's Ord.
Jingle bells, jingle jingle.
Fleek Jones, Fleek Rogan.
Excuse me, can I please bite a chunk out of that ass?
A Canadian guy. Fat Albert, dog, get your big ass in here. Can't fit through the door? Ah, another year of unemployment, you'll be able to squeeze in just fine.
On horse open sleigh, over the fields we go.
You can come in too, Westfest Fleek.
Merry Christmas, Xbox.
Eyes up, dude? Nah. He had nice eyes. Nice, it's not ice, but you know, it's something else. You know what I actually wanna do? I'm gonna take a break and then we're looking at Concord gameplay. Because I actually never have seen gameplay for more than a couple of seconds. I wanna see how bad it really was. But first, I go and take a leak and get me a new piece of cake. After all, it's my birthday. Okay. Do you like femboys? No. No. Only women. Women with big breasts, with small breasts, with middle-sized breast. Woman with a nice ass. Long hair, middle long hair. Don't be fat. Don't be a cunt. Don't be a whore. That's what I like. Is my mouse feels slow? Why? Why? Because I'm imagining it. That's why. Okay. Let's watch at some gameplay. Concord. Everything but face. Sorry. Sorry, but yeah, a nice face is also nice. It's just, you know, no matter how nice the face is, if the rest is trash, then you don't care. And the thing is, I had my first girlfriend, really nice face. Was not fat, but oh god, the rest, oh my god. That woman was, yeah, that was the biggest mistake of my life, I would say. That woman destroyed me. Completely destroyed me, oh my god. To be fair, that spaceship looks nice. The planet looks nice. This looks nice. Looks nice. Still looks nice. Come on. Gameplay. This looks fine. Looks fine. That's probably the only character that's not horrendous. Come on, you don't want to sleep with who looks like a man? Nope. Never. Never. Oh no. Let me see. Can we see the pronouns? Yeah, he, him. Oh, so that is a dude. I thought it was just a fat chick that looks like a dude. That's the thing with, you know, characters like this. You never know. You never know. And yeah, the design is not good. I mean, to be fair, the hair looks good. Like, structurally, it looks good. Why is he so gay? Well, because of the people that made the game, of course. The jacket looks like, yeah, no. The jacket isn't even the problem. It's the suit underneath. Why does it look like that? You mean Faye? Yeah, sure. What was that bar? Oh my god, look at that character. Oh, so fucking ugly.
Get those bounty cards.
Oh my god, this is ugly. This looks really bad.
That's the only way to win.
This looks really, really bad. Oh, this is ugly. Oh my god. Like, this guy has the same color like the environment, the gun, and the glove has the same color like the environment. The only thing that's not yellow brownish is the sky. Oh my god, that color design is so bad. This is so horrendously bad design. And the thing is not even the quality here. This looks like high quality, like you would see in every AAA game. This looks good. But oh my god, this is horrible. The color design is horrible.
Keep it tidy, no mistakes.
You're sure he can't run? Yeah, of course not. And he is quite slow. But I have seen worse. Yeah, even here everything looks the same. This has a little bit color, but it's also the same color as the sky. You can shoot anywhere and he still got shot. Yeah, of course. It's because he's fat.
They're targeting the medic! Rude! Healing pad, right here! Hang on, gotta heal. Sniper, watch your head! Healing pad!
How is it that there are two color palettes? The ground, which is brown yellowish, and the sky, which is greenish. Why are these the only two color palettes here? Why?
Coming up! They're all over me!
And do you see that? The enemy has a red outline. Why does it have a red outline? Because you wouldn't be able to see him if he would just move along here without that. You literally wouldn't be able to see him. Because it's all the same color.
Healing up. Give me a sec.
My transplants begin. Transplants complete.
Yeah, this is bad. Oh my god.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. I really need to... Dome's on the move.
Yeah, this gameplay is not good. To be fair, I'm old and I can't really play, you know, these fast shooters these days anymore. But even I think this is too slow. Way too slow.
Just patching myself up.
My transplants begin. Transplants
targeting the medic. Me and my crew.
What is this?
This form must regrow.
Oh my god, we have green. I would be saying, oh my god, this is so awesome, this looks so good. But the thing is, the sky is green. So we are still at two basic color palettes. Green and the brown yellowish. Oh. We have green. Actual green. And it's over.
Relocating the dome.
What was even that?
Burn strong.
Sharing enemy location.
They're all over me. Deploying healing pad.
Yeah, this is horrible. Careful, my man. I do not want to see you in Joan prison for 4 years. Yeah. Can happen.
Hacking up the dome! I really need some backup! Best medtech on the market!
The smoke doesn't even look good.
Intel coming your way.
Ah, look at us go! Don't stop now!
Oh, shut up. The thing is, everyone is moving kind of at the same speed. Am I right at that? I think so. And everyone is just slow.
Drone's on the move! You're targeting the medic! Rude!
This is just horrible. And but to be fair, the quality of the textures, like, you know, from a fidelity level, they look good. But it just looks ugly. The game just looks ugly.
Are you seeing this?
Enemy disrupted.
They're all up. Relocating the dome. Watch the sniper! Hey, this is going great.
Wow.
Hostile here.
Yeah, I think we had enough of this. Let's compare this to my favorite multiplayer shooter of all time. Of all time. Eight years ago? Was it him? Nope. Big Fry? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. I remember. There was one channel that I watched all the time playing that game. Of course I can't find them. I mean, why would I? The game is dead. Like, literally, the game is dead. You know what? Let's... Let's... Actually, let's filter by view count. 3 million. First look? No first look. Yeah, let's watch this video. Remember, this is my most favorite shooter of all time. Unreal Engine 3. Did you see that? Let's the next one. That's the integrated wall hack. Every player had that. Every player had that, and you could were able to make your loadouts surrounded by using it, more or less, because it takes up energy and energy regenerates, and you could have your helmet having more energy, less energy, more energy regeneration, less energy regeneration, you know, all things like that. And your body armor would have armor and things like that, and the more armor you have, the slower you move. You could go completely for a very fast moving build, or for a very slow moving, something in between. I was mostly in between, and it was great, like heat vision, exactly. And you can see through the walls, and everyone can do that, everyone. So this mechanic in the game completely negates a wall hack as cheats. Completely negates that, because everyone has a wall hack. Now, later there was a tool in the game that you can use that's that you can place, and it would shield you from this vision. And guess what? People used that to set up camp, and literally you had 4 people in that area sniping the enemy. Really cool. That this game had so much strategic elements to it. It was awesome. Do you see how he uses the vision? He glimpses at the enemy, and at the right moment he goes out of it and shoots. Because you can only shoot if you're out of the vision, which is very important. You also can heal yourself. I think it doesn't regenerate, but you can heal yourself. But I don't remember, it's too long ago. But it was amazing. And you also had stations spread around the map where you can buy stuff additionally, like ammunition, healing, a mech suit, flamethrowers, a minigun, you know, stuff like that. Awesome stuff. And you also can change that loadout so it fits your build. I tell you, this game was so amazing, but the publisher destroyed it on the PC. The PC version got shut down because the publisher wanted it to be pay to win, but the developer didn't. And so there was a conflict, and that's why the game died on PC. I think it's still up on the PlayStation 4. I think you can also play it on the 5, I don't know. But on the 4, it's still up. And free to play, to my knowledge. There is still a PC version going, but it's not official. It's not official. It's not official. Yeah, that's the station. The thing is, he isn't even moving fast. This build is not a fast moving build. Also, the gun sounds are really, really good. Like, every gun sounds good in this game. Oh. And the funny thing is, you see that he isn't cheating because he just missed half his magazine. But he will still get 70 plus kills in this round. That's why I love this game. And I have such fond memories of this game. Like, if I think about this game, I basically can't think of anything frustrating. Whenever I think about this game, it's just fun. Fun. There were things that I encountered that were not good, like cheaters. Cheaters always were using aimbots because, of course. And in parts it was very, very obvious. But this game was so good. It's so amazing. By the way, the weapons, you can modify the weapons. All the weapons can be modified. And one really big thing here is that the starter weapon is one of the best weapons you can have in a game. That thing shoots like a laser. And it's still awesome. I use that thing all the time. Oh, so good. Oh, headshot. Oh. Now, I can tell, just from looking at the enemies, that a lot of them are, must be very low level. Because of the helmets that they wear. That's the level 1 helmets. Now, you can use them, of course, higher when you are even maximum level. That's not a problem. It all depends on, you know, your playstyle and what you choose. Which is awesome that that's even a thing here. In modern games, that wouldn't be a thing. You have to unlock everything and then, you know, it only gets better. No matter what you do. Which is boring. In this game, you literally... The starter weapon is the best weapon in the game. Your starter armor is balanced. It's actually good. The only thing that keeps you from being awesome is you are new to the game. If you have over 100 hours in the game and you go in with level 1 equipment, you can still beat the entire lobby of new players easily without a problem. That's how balanced the game is. Was, but still is. It's so good. Yeah, it was a grenade. Oh. Okay, that's enough. Man, I miss this game so much. That was only 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, I so miss this game so much. So much. Oh my god. Man, this was such a fun game back when I played in the living room. This game was incredibly fun. So much nostalgia. I used to play this in my room. This game gave great vibes during winter nights with the lights off and the glow from the controller lighting the dark room. I used to stay up late as ASF grinding for New Gear. RIP on PC November 2011 to March 11, 2019. 2019? It wasn't even that long ago. I thought it died earlier. Well, it slowly died because, you know, no updates. The lobby consisted of utter noobs. Look at the kill difference. Well, yes. And that's also a thing. When I was actually decent at the game. When I got into a lobby with noobs, I was crushing them. I remember I had matches with over 30 kills, almost 40. And I was crushing it. And then when I play against people that are actually good at the game, I just die. I just... Why am I seeing a lot of girl on YouTube? Bots. Likely bots. Or they actually played it. I mean, they are girl gamers. This man needs some help with aiming. Man, this game was so incredible. Well, actually, Black Knight Retribution. Do you guys remember Total Biscuit? I know Jesse won't because he's too young. Ah. Let's watch the short video. I hope I don't get a copyright strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Total Biscuit. There are times when you know a game's going to be fairly terrible, and it usually involves the scream of hacker the first time you enter the server. It wasn't actually aimed at me, however. I'll demonstrate who in a second. Thought I'd do a little bit more blacklight because I've been enjoying this quite a little bit lately. I decided I'd go out of my way and buy myself the cloak because I heard you could do funny things with the cloak. So the cloak is a tactical item. You can only have one of these. You use it, you can cloak, and then you can smack people with a hammer. Because why not? It seemed like a reasonable idea at the time. I rented the item called the Breach Hammer. Why? Mostly because it's funny. That's really the only reason I could possibly see for using a loadout like this at the moment. I'm not even properly equipped to do this. You unlock a second loadout slot at level 5, so I decided I'd pick up the combat rifle, the Burning Man pre-made. I rent this for 200 GP a day, which is nice and easy. There's the hacker, by the way. Don't worry, he gets some sweet, sweet justice momentarily. Even his teammate hates him, and oh no, he fell over. What a shame. And it's no longer part of the server, but there you go. It seems like we deal with that fairly well. Anyway, back to the point. Yeah, the Burning Man, pretty decent, actually. 200 GP rents you this every single day. So
Man, I remember this map. That's also a thing. I remember maps in this game. Like, my favorite map was on the roof of a skyscraper. I loved that map so much. It was so fun. It was so fun.
That's one good game or two not so good games. And this thing has incendiary ammo, which is nice. It's got a pretty decent scope, although not quite the type that I usually like. Still kind of getting used to it. This is the toxic burst fire pistol that you can get from the starter pack. It's called the Hazmat. I've got that permanently. Which
Right, there were different kinds of ammunition. The normal rounds, poison and fire and electric. I remember. Oh, poison. Jesus. When you get hit by a poison, the hit itself doesn't do a lot of damage, but the poison. Oh my god.
It's quite nice. So a nice little hello. Okay, I can't hit him with that, but I can hit him with that. Not too much of an issue. Combat rifles are pretty good in this game, honestly. They have an extremely high amount of damage. Doing a headshot with a combat rifle can kill a lesser armored opponent. You'll need a couple in order to bring down a heavier armored opponent. Headshots do 200% damage in this game. This combat rifle does about, I think, 85 damage a hit. Consider that 200% damage is done on a headshot, and yeah, you'll be killing the weaker opponents in one shot. Fairly reasonable. This guy can't see me. Got my cloak on. If he turned on his hyper reality visor, yeah, kind of like that, then he spots me. Thankfully, I'm able to get to him before he's able to hit me.
That's also great balancing. You can make yourself invisible. You can shoot while invisible, but the enemies that use their, you know, vision thing, they can still see you. So running around cloaked all the time is not good.
Now, it's funny because there are some fairly viable melee-centric builds in this game, although they did nerf them somewhat. Like the beta had the breaching hammer have no cooldown. It didn't have to reload the way that it does. So you could just run behind someone, just a boop, 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 and then they all fall over. It was very, very silly indeed. Since you can build armor that allows you to go very, very fast, then it's fairly easy to get in nice and close and kill people with melee weapons. Boop. Nice and easy.
It's so funny.
It's a bit of fun, honestly. It's not what I call an effective loadout, but it's amusing. Cloak is, I would certainly say, one of the more potent tactical options. It's a fairly high-level one, and as a result, I ended up paying for it, because I thought, hey, why not? I'd like to give it a try just for the sake of it, and I certainly don't regret picking it up.
Oh my god, I just remembered how you have to hack these points. Oh my god.
Early, by any stretch of the imagination. I think if I'm honest, the effectiveness of Cloak is going to go down as the game gets more advanced and people learn what the hell they're doing. Because, yes, while it's nice to be able to run around near invisible, the hyper-reality visor shows you up completely, so you can very easily be picked off, and it takes a while to switch back to your weapon while you're holding the cloak. It's not like you can run around cloaked with a gun in your hand. You've got to switch to the gun and then open fire, so there's prep time. Someone can react quickly enough, then it's easy enough to deal with you. The nice thing I like about Cloak is it lets you get into some advantageous positions. Like up here, for instance, I know for a fact that the enemy is surrounding that hack point. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait so that the guy at the front gets taken out and then bring down the guy at the back before he gets a chance to spot me. Because, hey...
Yeah. When it comes to tactics, this game was insane. And by the way, I also used the same weapon as him. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Man, this is so insane. Man, I love that game. I truly did. Come on. Oh no. Wanna watch another Fliegezord video? It's about Bethesda's Starfield DLC. Shall we? What have you been watching, man? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I also have watched Pipka's last Azure Lane stream. Which was quite, you know, if you wanna take a look at the thumbnail. Let's watch something fun.
Charted space is so expansive, so handcrafted. Oh, I love you, Todd Howard. Slippery little bastard. Let's take off that mask, shall we? Todd Howard. Yeah, and I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you stupid fans. You call yourself Bethesda fans? Starfield fans are the real Bethesda fans because... I'm gonna stop you right there. These Starfield fans, are they in the room with us now? Let me grab my Luigi board. I'm gonna try to make contact with them. Pimps! Helldivers fans had to suffer for 6 months. Cyberpunk fans had to suffer for 2 years. But Bethesda fans have been suffering for the last 15 years. For the better part of the last 2...
Yeah, what was the last Bethesda game that came out and was good? And that was made by Bethesda. I'm not talking about publishing it. They published Doom and Doom Eternal. Both were good games. Not made by Bethesda. I think Bethesda can't make good games anymore. Because all the people that were there and that were able to make good games have all left long ago. Like long ago. They are gone. And they only can hire people, you know, that can't get a job at good studios. Well, at studios that want to make a good product. Let's say it that way.
2 decades, Todd's been fucking Bethesda fans like a guard at Arkham Asylum, just murdering that clussy thrice over. Have you ever wondered why that is? I'll tell you. In 2010, Obsidian made New Vegas, a game that many consider to be one of the greatest games of all time. Fans loved gunning down animals with a .50 caliber rifle while wearing a duster jacket and singing Big Iron, Big Iron. And of course, by that I mean they loved the hookers, gambling, and blow. God knows I do.
That's why you don't play roulette.
But Obsidian didn't just make New Vegas. They made Todd Howard their bitch. People respected Todd's baby, but they loved Obsidian's baby, and Todd disliked that. Todd was disrespected by that. So Todd made a pledge to punish Bethesda fans for the rest of eternity. Todd would force the Bethesda fans to hype up every game he made, market it like it was gonna be even better than New Vegas, and then rug pull them on launch with their worst game yet. He would make...
I can actually see that. I can actually see that. Or it's just incompetence. I wonder what it is.
The fans like Sisyphus pushing the BBW up the hill. Surely it would devastate them, Ray Todd thought. Stomping all over him like that for decades, it would break any fan, he thought. But unfortunately, Bethesda fans are into that shit because they were never in it for the games in the first place. They're in it for the hype train leading up to the release. They're freebasing off that high of limitless possibility. They're getting off on the foreplay. They don't even need to fuck. Better than New Vegas? Worse than New Vegas? Who gives a damn? Todd could schedule his next shit for November 11th, and Bethesda fans would start speculating on how big it'll be. The struggle towards the heights is enough to fill a Bethesda fan's heart. One must imagine Bethesda fans happy. Fuck you, Todd. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at history. Fans loved the deeper role-playing mechanics of New Vegas, so when fans heard about a Fallout 4, they thought, I wonder how much deeper these RPG mechanics can...
Yeah. By the way, about 10 years ago, I think, I got me Fallout 3 because I wanted to see what's all the hype about. I liked being in the vault. You know, everything in the vault was actually good. And then I left the vault and the game turned to shit. The game was so bad. It was ugly, it was tedious, and it crashed multiple times. Yeah. And then I uninstalled it and I, of course, couldn't get a refund because I played over 8 hours. So I, when I remember correctly, just deleted it from my library. And I haven't bought any Bethesda made game ever since. And I don't plan on doing it.
Then Todd said, deeper? How about shallower and fucking busted? Surely those crayon eaters are gonna be pissed, said Chess Club alumni Todd Howard. 10 out of 10 retard never misses. But Todd, where the hell are all the role-playing mechanics? Why are all these characters so boring? Boring? Fuck you, you ungrateful prick. Now all the NPCs are gone. Oh, you don't mind? You put 1,000 hours into the game? Hop off my ethereal dick.
Did I just catch you having fun?
And with that, the only fan of Fallout 76 was extinguished. So now no one liked Fallout 76 at launch. It was so bad that even Bethesda fans had to admit it was bad. They talked about how...
Yeah, that game was a shit show. What are you eating? A strawberry pie. Or cake. I think it's cake. Yeah, it's cake. Because, you know, it's my birthday. So, yeah, I'm eating some, cake.
How horrible it was, how Todd was a liar, how they could never trust Bethesda ever again. Even Todd had to admit that
sometimes it doesn't just work.
Listen, we messed up, people. We know we made an MMO where there's nothing to do. That being said, buy Starfield where there's nothing to do on thousands of maps. Gargle the slot pipe. Consume the slot, you window workers. Why are you all laughing right now? I'm not joking. Classic Todd Howard. And here's where the twist of fate comes. This is the first time where Bethesda fans got truly angry with Todd. Not because of the shallower-than-ever RPG mechanics, the empty maps, or the removal of gore, but because they slightly improved the combat and gunplay. Their favorite game, Morrowind, critically acclaimed RPG, has the shittiest gameplay you've ever seen, and that's just the way Bethesda fans like it. So this betrayal caused an upheaval. People were burning their Todd jerseys, ripping down their Todd statues. But in the midst of the chaos, the good news for Todd was that this is the golden age of gaming for fuck-ups like him. Nowadays, every bad game gets a chance to become mediocre with just a couple years of updates. And if the anime's good enough, shit, you might just reach the coveted "the game has always been good" status, where your fans voluntarily erase all the bad memories to make more room for hype. But in Bethesda's case...
Yeah, I can't understand the hype around Cyberpunk 2077. I can't. Absolutely can't. But then again, how the characters looks is completely setting me off. Because I don't want to be in a world like that. I mean, I can go just outside and be in a world like that. You know? All the people look like that, you know? All the crazy people.
This is just a quarterly disappointment model. Bethesda fans ask for a car, you can have a car, but you can't have wheels. God damn it!
Oh, Jesus.
Get on the move.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Managed to keep the wheels on your totally unmodded car? Well, now you can't leave, you dumb bitch. Say 3 Todd Marys and kiss your toddy pillow goodnight to enter Todd's cum dungeon below the map. Don't like the bullet sponges? We've added a bunch of difficulty sliders. Go ham. But if you think you know balancing better than Todd Emperor Todd, we're nerfing your XP generation. Want mods? Have mods. God bless, brothers. Keep on fighting.
Oh yeah, mods.
Fighting the good fight. But don't forget to check out the $8 mod that adds a 20-minute mission. Fuck you, Todd. Want a reason to build a base? Sure, we'll let you craft ammo. Get those sweatshops up and running, you crazy kid. Just one little catch. The final ingredient can only be bought at Home Depot 7 at a time. So enjoy your 20 rounds of 45. Oh! Sun Yin's gonna get a 5-cent raise after that Coolidge performance. Stay there, I gotta go see if my Home Depot's got my doohickeys back in stock. I said get the fuck out of my way, I'm going to Home Depot. You asked for better maps, and you got them. The new maps are actually very nice. I've got nothing bad to say about this. Now, as for performance improvements, that is not why it's a better time to play. Todd, any thoughts on the performance issues? Stop being poor. Squad, get this broke bitch out of Todd's sight. What GPU did he have? A 3080. Ah, okay. Oh, you want a nice big DLC like Far Harbor? Okay, you freak. I'm more of an Operation Anchorage man, but you know what? Massive Rod Howard's got a gift for you. Go ahead, open it. What do you think? There's nothing in there. It's just another empty map. No. There's handcrafted nothing in there. That is a
handcrafted nothing. Yeah, that sounds like Bethesda.
A handcrafted empty map. The shitted space DLC is a bread sandwich. It starts fine, it ends fine, but there's nothing in the middle. And an hour after you've eaten it, it feels like you haven't eaten anything at all. With the
1 hour. I wouldn't pay money for a 1 hour game. That's nothing. I mean, I can spend that time on the toilet and have more out of it, literally.
the added bonus of being $30 poor. It's late stage horse armor, except people wanted to buy the horse armor. Half the people that own this DLC from the deluxe edition don't even know it came out. My favorite new mechanic from this DLC's marketing, because of course they didn't bother to add any to the game, is Bethesda's marketing this as handcrafted. You watch the trailer and they say, completely handcrafted world. Then cut to someone using their hand to craft, like this chick showing up for work as some ancient Miyagi-Do technique or some shit. The reality is, they're selling Bethesda fans their fat assets back. We had handcrafted, they took it away, and now they're selling it back at a premium. Now, is it premium?
Just like Apple.
Hell no! Why is he twiddling his little toes? Is it aggressive AI? He's literally twiddling his fucking feet! Let's get into it. The planet's on its period, so everything's blazing red all the goddamn time, stealing Blood Dragon's entire heavy flow. The city's like the LP version of New Atlantis, still lacking any modicum of personality. The side quests are boring as hell, and all the RPG mechanics got left behind in New Vegas. Not to mention, the story's 5 hours long, that guy's toupee almost flew off, and 3 of those hours are filler. Most of the new weapons are actually reskins, there's no new ship parts, no.
Whoa. I completely forgot what I wanted to say. Jesus.
No new companions. I forgot to say anything about the characters because none of them are even
nose ring. Ew.
Wildly remarkable. People are gonna be wishing that Oliver was here begging to be shot. Actually, I take that back. This guy told me to shoot his son for going on vacation. Tough but fair. And Bethesda meat riders keep saying that there's a ton of side content, but my brothers in Todd, where the fuck may that be? Under this chick's dick, I'm lost. Who is even the Great Serpent? Is she packing the Great Serpent? Do I have it? Also, I've gotten used to our decisions not mattering, but your decisions have hit an all-time low of not mattering at all in the grand finale of this DLC. Check this out. Spoiler alert, the game ends and they give you 2 choices. Fight the man or help the man. Help the man and he'll tell you to go sacrifice yourself, which triggers a game over screen, so you really only have one option. Fight the man. Then once you fight the man and his pawns, you get to decide which house rules the world, which only changes who gets pissy about your choice. Don't expect any unique rewards, widespread consequences, character deaths, or any feeling that any of this matters outside of you pissing off one of the 3 lobotomites in this room. And they go,
oh, why am I not surprised? Oh, right, because it's Bethesda.
hey, while you're at it, as long as you're deciding shit, holy war on the Gentile planets, yay or nay? Say nay, and they go, fair enough, you get an apartment, go take a nap. Say yay, and they go, all right, we'll go start a holy war, but you go start the holy snore, buddy. You go take a nap.
All right, now who's gonna make these uniforms? You go, boss?
Do what I do and tell them all to go to hell, and they'll calmly state, get the fuck off our $30 planet. But here's the key to an apartment. Still go take a nap before you do. Why the fuck is the Space Crusade a random decision on the end? That should have been the whole DLC.
That sounds like a way better idea.
All around this DLC is $30 to go visit the cum station. Nothing more, nothing less.
For $30 you get 1.5 Silk songs. Which we found out earlier this stream, like at the beginning.
Don't like it? Todd doesn't give a fuck. He's got Fallout Shelter money thrice over. He's living somewhere tropical, jerking off on Versace sofas. He's off getting lost in the 4,000 square foot of his 10,000 square foot Scarface mansion. And I almost had hope that they were going to turn things around. And then I came across an Elder Scrolls Blades listing on the App Store and realized Bethesda's too busy getting caviar licked off their bowls to realize what fans actually want from their games. But we still love Todd, and I know that one day he will bring us back to a new level of prosperity.
On that,
nah, that game will be shit too. I mean, it will be Unreal Engine shit, but still shit.
note then, what have you been playing lately? Have you been, what's been inspiring you lately?
Let's see. I do jump a lot lately between Diablo 4, depending on my mood.
We're doomed, everyone! Pack it up, please! Take me back! Take me back! Take me back! Take me back!
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border.
Oh,
right?
God.
Walked right into that Imperial ambush. Same as us. And that thief over there.
Phantom, you storm cucks. Skibidi was fine until you rizzed along.
Oh no. By the way, earlier this stream, I thought about this game and I don't even remember what was going on, but I completely forgot the name. That's how unimportant this game is. Man, I hate this game. And I never played it. I never played it and I still hate it. Oh, this makes me think. This makes me think. Let's watch. CNC intro. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Oh my god. This is my childhood, like literally. Not walkthrough, what?
The Grain Trade Center in Vienna was the 17th urban bombing in 4 weeks, blamed on Nod terrorists.
This is so
The
cool.
Security Commission remains in closed session tonight following Nod terrorist actions in Slovenia.
At least your mother tipped well.
Harsh, unforgiving wilderness.
New Tiberium harvesting methods instituted by the Brotherhood of Nod increase profitability by 49%.
I watched this, by the way, for the ones who don't know, that's the intro movie to Command and Conquer 1. The first RTS I ever played. And I loved it so much. It's like... This is... If I... Seeing this just gives me nice feelings, you know? That's how good it was. That's how much I loved it. I don't know how many hours I played this game. Maybe... Yeah, not 1,000. Below 1,000, but definitely over 200. Man, I really, really loved this game. And I like...
Nod Tiberium holdings now account for almost half of the world's known supply, giving the quasi-terrorist group incredible leverage in the London Gold Exchange. On the domestic side...
This is so 90s. And the interesting thing here is that you clearly have a lot of propaganda in here. Mixed in between, you know, random stuff that would be on TV. This is so good.
Cover of Tiberium ignored reporters at Hong Kong's Second World Tiberium Economic Impact Summit. Mobius is expected to refute charges from the scientific community that Tiberium might be dangerous.
مع اللون الأصفر.
As the GDI forces take off in another Nod assault, the free world holds its breath. This is Greg Burdett, WWN, somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Somewhere in the Mediterranean? Oh my god, the animation.
Are you picking this up?
Deactivate your defense matrix.
Brotherhood of Nod selected.
Oh my god. That's so nostalgic. It's so awesome. Man, I love this so much. Man. It was so amazing. So awesome. Man. You were just doing some work? Welcome back. You missed some nostalgia. Yeah, good night. Oh my god. What else can I think of? You know what? We are looking at this video. Why PlayStation 1 graphics warped and wobbled so much? Because that was early 3D. It was just a technology. So we don't need to look at it. I just answered it. Ah, man. Mr. Pink was right. What is this about? I don't know. Older games. Everything I miss about older games. The fun. It's very simple. The fun. Lawbreaker. Oh my god. Lawbreaker's $1 billion IP? Wait, that was a $1 billion IP? Don't tell me. Because the game completely flopped. The beauty of pre-rendered graphics. Oh yeah, pre-rendered graphics were beautiful. Is Godot good? Yes, it is. I mean, there are plenty of games made in it. It's not hard. From 5 years ago, Ghostbusters 2016. It's as bad as I remember. Oh my god, I watched that movie. Not in theaters. Not in theaters. I think I rented it. I think the rental thing was still there. I think it closed during Corona. I think so, yeah. So I rented it and I watched it. I watched the limited edition. That movie was so bad. It was notoriously unfunny and everything about it was just ugh. Everything was bad. It's really what is the most realistic war game you'll never play. Oh god, no. Oh. I actually had no plans for today. Like the title said, we're just doing whatever. Any... Wait, I'm thinking. Anything nostalgic that we can look at? Any video games? Oh, actually, something completely different. I started my channel actually because what I wanted to do Oh, I actually have to look into that game. Actually, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then I went like, yeah, I make it an outdoor channel about hiking and being outdoors all the time. So I did some videos, and then I had my neck injury. Well, it didn't go as planned. It didn't go as planned. Ah, the good oldies, aka the ones that never existed. What was the game called? Spine? Spine game. Spine trailer. I watched this already from 4 months ago. From 2 months. I watched this already. Oh. Let's look at the official channel. Oh. There isn't a lot here. I watched this one. Boss and parkour revealed. Nice.
Tensor, an autocratic AI controlling our city.
Let's go completely back.
Tensor, an auto.
This looks nice. It's obviously in Asia. Okay. This looks nice.
Autocratic AI controlling our city. It took over the government and let the gangs tear the place apart.
I like how she looks. I mean, sure, she has red hair, partly. That might, tick some people off, even me. But so far, the character design is not good. She is not ugly. So there is hope for the game.
Art. They've taken my brother. It's time to fight.
Redline, I got your back. Always.
Yeah, if that's the gameplay, then it looks good. It actually looks good. Now that's not gameplay. That is gameplay. Nice.
I never asked for this.
I like the John Wick Gun Fu. I really like it. I also like this one. So far, what I see of this game, it's Gun Fu, parkour, which reminds me of, how was that game called? Mirror's Edge, which I loved. I loved Mirror's Edge. Such a great game with an awesome soundtrack and good graphics. What else do I like about this game? So far, I like the graphics, but that's not hard. I mean, it's 2025. It's not hard to make a game look good. I'm not so sure about the dialogue so far. It's kind of edgy, and my mother's calling. Give me a second. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, the woman. Ugh. Okay. Let's get back to the video. And yes, she's hot. Also, she's hot. She, not my mother. Oh god, no. Ooh. Yes, I like this. I like this. This is cool. This looks like a game with a character that... with a female character that I want to play. Spray paint and camera work. Let's look. Oh. Yeah, I think I might have a new favorite female game character. Yep. Wait, is the game on Steam? If the game is on Steam, I get it on my wish list. Right now. Right now. Come on. Load faster. Ow. Why does it take so long? Spine. Spine. Here this is Gunfu. Yeah. On the wish list. Neki. What did they do before this? Come on. Ninja Party. And it's free to play. Wait, it came out on July 2025? It's mostly positive. It's an early access game. Yeah, I look forward to this game. I actually do. Yeah, look at this. This looks cool. It's vibrant with colors. Her outfit looks good. And I have a thing for panty toes and in combination with hot pants. So this is extremely, extremely attractive to me. So this is awesome. Oh, this is kind of a talent tree. Yeah, look, look at this. Yeah, this looks cool. This looks super cool. Yeah, I want to play this game. I 100% look forward to this. System requirements, 16 gigabytes, yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this, yeah. 100%. It's awesome. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, Jesus! Now, this is gameplay, you know? If you have that gameplay with a dude, it would be awesome. You have it with a very obviously attractive woman. It's also awesome. But it's even more awesome because you can look at an attractive chick at the same time. This is really good. Like, really, really good. I really like this. Oh. It's all motion capture. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, I like this. The more I see about this game, the more excited I get. This is awesome. Fruit Ninja versus plus John Wick. Oh. Yeah, this is... This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be awesome. I'm so looking forward to this game. Oh no, why does she have to be horny? She slapped him with a fish. That's when you know the developers know what's good. And they also perfectly know how to angle the camera. Yeah, I like this. This is awesome. This is so good. I love this. What? Yeah. What else to do? Actually, you know what? Let's call it a day. I mean, 3 hours of a birthday party is enough, I think. I think it is, yeah. I'm gonna stream on Tuesday again. Tomorrow, I'm gonna edit a bunch of videos. I have to get videos out. Yeah. that's basically it for today. Yeah. Everyone that came, thank you. Everyone that didn't came, how dare you? It was a fun day. It was a fun stream, at least for me. And yeah, I hope I see you on Tuesday. Goodbye. Have a nice one. Baba. End stream.